Tonight, we're one step closer to a pill for treating COVID. An FDA advisory panel narrowly voting to recommend authorization of Merck's antiviral pill.
This is an oral medication that can be administered in the comfort of the patient's home, can be given as a prescription and picked up in the pharmacies.
How does this drug stack up against the Omicron variant?
I wish we knew. We're looking at it very carefully.
Well, as the Omicron variant spreads, the World Health Organization is advising people 60 and older and those with comorbidities like heart disease and cancer to postpone travel. Meanwhile, the White House COVID response team says there are now at least 226 confirmed cases across 20 countries.
One thing has become clear over the last 20 months. We cannot predict the future, but we can be prepared for it.
The CDC is now expanding its surveillance to 4 of the busiest airports in the country: New York's JFK, Newark, Atlanta, and San Francisco, with increased testing for specific international arrivals. This illustration shows the Omicron variant compared to the Delta strain. Notice how many more mutations it has. It turns out it was on the move earlier than we thought. The first known cases reported in Botswana on November 11th. Officials in the Netherlands also say the strain was apparently already in the country at least a week earlier than previously believed. Still, U.S. officials say it could be 2 weeks before we have more solid information as Americans prepare for the holidays.
I would not change any plans, but that doesn't mean you should be cavalier about it.
Today, stocks tumbled again, the Dow dropping more than 650 points.
The recent rise in COVID-19 cases and the emergence of the Omicron variant pose downside risks to the employment and economic activity and increased uncertainty for inflation.
Concerns are growing about the effectiveness of therapies and vaccines against the variant. Regeneron now says its monoclonal antibody treatment may not work as well on Omicron as it does on other strains.
We've started with very potent antibodies, so we have to look at how much the hit is, but more importantly, we have to get ready for the next one.
And Moderna's CEO warned today he expects a material drop in existing vaccines protection against Omicron. While late today, Pfizer applied for the first emergency use authorization of COVID boosters for 16 and 17-year-olds. There's no timeline on when the FDA could act. Also late today, a federal judge issued a preliminary injunction halting the start of President Biden's national vaccine mandate for healthcare workers, which was set to take effect next week, Lester.
Okay, back to Merck's pill that an FDA advisory panel recommended for approval. What happens now?
Well, Lester, it'll now go before the full FDA in the coming days. Now, the advisory panel's vote was very close, 13 to 10, and many of the panelists said they only wanted the pill used by high-risk patients and not pregnant women, Lester.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.